Ken Stark from the King's Aces Mag. I'm over here with Dave, UOG, you feel me? We up in here about to get up in this rap thing, talk about this music, upcoming artists on the rise, you feel me? So tell the people about yourself.
I'm an artist from the Bronx. I've been rapping since I was 12. I'm 20 now, and I'm not just any rapper. I call myself. I like to step out the box a little bit. I'm just a speaker who speaks to mind, rhythm and rhyme. Yeah.
All right, man. So you done told them where you from, told them what you like to do. So basically, tell people what's your inspiration. What motivated you to get into this lifestyle we call rap as an artist?
Just a lot of things. My surroundings, my cousin especially. I mean, he really inspired me to get into the rap field. I always had an ear for music, and for the most part, just the stuff that I see, the artists that I listen to, it's very complex, you know. But I just feed off everything and try to make the track, stay fat. You know?
Absolutely. So tell the people where you see yourself in the next 2 to 5 years, basically, as an artist, or a pioneer, growing, business mind, all that. Elaborate.
Well, I definitely want a huge, be a huge influence on the youth.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We definitely, I mean, it's all start with the young people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 20. I mean, it's people younger than me. I mean, we if an 8-year-old could sell drugs, he could get on his grind and stay in school. Not the education that they forcing us, or feeding us, say it like that, but the education, not that they feeding us, but the informal education as well. We got to learn more about ourselves and really uplift, our state of consciousness. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Dave UOG. That's the whole title of my stage name.
Gotcha.
And it means decided vision enormous and lifting our game.
Yeah.
I was when I was younger. I was accused of selling drugs and gangbanging. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if I was white, I wouldn't be saying that. If I was any other race, I just look at me like, oh, he's young black, he got nappy hair, so now it's like, oh, we gotta put a stamp.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. So that really inspired me right there as well. And but definitely in the next 2 to 5 years, I wanna I'm reading a lot of books and everything, and I wanna just it's so cliche to say, yo, I'm starting a movement, because people say they start movements, but they don't move nowhere.
Nah, they stay.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. So I'm just keep quiet on that and just keep building myself up.
Yeah.
Next 2 to 5 years, really aim for a bigger fan base as far as the music is concerned.
Yeah.
And having just not rapping for the money, but having a big influence on you.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 through 10, how would you rate your music?
Right now, it will have to be a 6.5 or a 7. And that's because I haven't reached my peak yet, and I'm still I haven't reached my peak yet. So I made my first little demo mixtape when I was 17. I just came out with another one, but so that's 2. I mean, I get a little attention from the females or whatever, but a lot of people, they get to that stage and then they stop being hungry.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
You gotta keep that.
You gotta keep it going, and it's like I look at the artists like KRS-One, Melly Mel, Rakim, Slick Rick, Miguel. And the pioneers, the legends, and even because I go all the way back to the 70s, and then because that's what we should be doing. If we're gonna get involved in anything, we gotta go to the original.
Yeah, that's true.
Hip hop is ancient, but then the hip hop we know in America is started in '73, before the MCs. So that right there, I mean, that just motivates me to get even better, because they set the bar so high. So definitely a 6.5, a 7. In the next 2 to 5 years, I look to be a monster. Like, yo, when people they hear about me, they be like, yo, you getting this album? Who's Dave? Let me push on to something. You feel me? That's how I want it to be. So, definitely.
So, elaborate more for the fans and the listeners. Tell them, how do you feel basically as an artist? How do you feel about the rap game and the underground game in one way? How would you break that down? How you feel about that? Basically, how do you feel coming up, you being an artist on the rise, elaborate how, from your view, how you look at the game now.
Well, I mean, as far as me doing showcases and performing and whatnot, there's a lot of favoritism. This is New York, cause like, man, it gets so. I guess I would say, I'm trying to look for a better word, but I would say depressing. Like, yo, everybody wants to rap. And it's like they have their crews from the hood or whatever, they come to these shows. And then it's like they not saying nothing, you know? And the thing is, it's like you see people on Fordham and Third Ave and they passing out these mixtapes. I gave a donation to this guy. He had like maybe 17 cuts. The first 9 tracks was about smoking weed. People like that make it harder for me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I'm saying something to get off my chest. And even if I gotta spit a 16 in front of somebody and actually convince them, oh, check out my stuff. Even if I gotta spit on the train, do something different than what everybody else is doing, then I do that. And so the rap game is a lot of favoritism. You know, mainstream. I mean, as far as we can go so far back. Corporate had his hand, always has his hand in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and that's the bad thing because I mean, I'll give an example. I mean, it doesn't make no damn sense. 2 Chainz, man, he's so bright, he's so smart. All these rappers are smart because you know they in the game and they making money, but then on their levels they downgrade it, and we the ones that gotta listen to the shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, he graduated from college, you know, and but you don't hear him. Or you don't hear them putting, cause it's dumb. It's not. It's corporate. It's not the artist.
It's the image.
Yeah. So you don't hear the corporate. You don't hear the people who's control of the media saying, well, we're gonna put him on we're gonna have him. He's rapping about going to college and graduating with a 4.0. Well, we're gonna put this on the radio. No, they talk about strippers and then you ever look in our communities in the hood. We try to emulate that. So that's why we felt like we got it. I went to the showcase. My man was opening up for Ryan Leslie.
Yeah.
And I seen a whole bunch of it was a lot of ratchet girls there. And I say ratchet because I mean they look like they was fronting like they had it. But they look like at the end of the day they don't. They probably left their crib without feeding their babies or stuff like that. So that right there, it's like the mainstream is horrible.
Yeah.
You know, even in the future, I want to like start maybe a campaign. Everything got to be organized. You see, the government is organized. That's why they do so many things that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
So we as a people, it's more of us than them. So we got to be organized as well. So I want to start like a campaign. Maybe turn off your radio or your TV for a day or something. You know, just to see what happens. You know, and really get other resources, information. Now the other resources and music, you know, they consider it underground.
Yeah.
But even in that, it's like New York, especially New York, we got this thing where it's like, oh, we taking it back to the 90s. This is 2014. You see what I'm saying?
You can't go too far back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where we go wrong because like I hate when people say, oh, yo, you got old school Das Effects and like not EPMD but Wu-Tang or Tupac or I hate that comparison because that was then and this is now, you know. And they did, if you ever people, they did things that I guess complimented what they was going through. You know, that was like the crack era was just dying out, but it was a lot of stuff going on in the 90s. And 2014, we got a lot of stuff that's still going on, but it's more piled up on the mountain. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta create a different sound to complement what we're going through.
Gotcha.
As in for the I guess the underground or the unknown music. Yeah.
Alright, so tell us what's your passion for music? What would you say is your total passion to do this music thing?
I say it in my lyrics throughout my songs throughout the behind schedule mixtape. It's just like some songs I say like influence on the youth, the reason why I rap, or I say something like psychological therapist, grab the pen and pad. You know, it's like it's definitely an outlet. Media is so powerful, and the music is a part of that.
Yeah.
You know, so if you could, you know, like for example, I did the 718 video, and I have like little 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds saying, "Yo, that was dope." So I'm like, yo, if I could do this now, imagine what I do like 3 years from now.
Absolutely.
Probably sooner than that. So it's like if I could say words are so powerful, speeches, the rhetoric is so It's so powerful. So that's basically like my drive, because I want to capture somebody's ear.
Absolutely.
You know, because it's like we gotta have the mindsets like each one teach one. It's all about uplifting our game. You know.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, definitely.
So not to put you on the spot, but we definitely got to do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you to bless us with 16.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But can it be more than 16?
It could be whatever you want it to be.
Alright. It won't be like 3 minutes. Like I ain't gotta have a song out here. Alright. Let me think of something. Day Wave, the Don Phenomenon, Jaquan Johnson. Hate to speak, call it cheerleader. Donate pom-poms. Have 2 palms, 10 fingers, 2 hands. All I need is real freedom, 1 meal in the Greenland. Cause of the train of thought, know I'm on the right track. Break food, the main course, some prefer a smaller snack. Ambitious is what we lack, no value without a what. So bullets ring for nonsense, get the memo, you better duck. Flow funky, inspired by the dirty streets. Talk behind me, feel free to kiss the lower cheeks. Hard work, barely get any sleep. Started a hobby, but maybe rap can make the ends meet. Not about the cash though, it's about UOG. Because UOG. I'm lifting our game, that's the main dream. Music plays so much, probably thought it was mainstream. Hell of a grind, so look at David, admiration. Want my raps to be in your face, like crowded public transportation. Allow me to remind you, this side of vision, you know I'm just going ham like the swine do. Don't need a chorus, lyricism, get some hook. Sprint bread for visuals, gave me a better look. Underground residue, ain't brushing no dirt off. You need a top on, like Rick Ross with his shirt off. Dave, UOG. And I gotta break it down before we close the video.
Absolutely.
You know, in some of the videos, and these are gonna be more videos, I throw up the signs like for when I say UOG. It just means no peace. It's recognizing like in our communities there's no peace, so we gotta do certain things to obtain that peace, even in ourselves. And then part of that is unifying. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, but you know, we people of color, so I just thought of the Black Power symbol, you know, to you know how that stems from the Black Power movement.
Absolutely.
And then the last sign is liberation of humanity. You know, we do our research. This research is out there with the symbols and everything. So I decided to switch. I did my own analysis, so I decided to switch it, and we just liberated our minds. You know, so we just turned the symbol down.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's for y'all to understand, though. That's knowledge. Is always power. Y'all need to know that.
Yeah.
You feel me?
The most dangerous man is educated, man. Y'all gangsters need to know. Y'all gangsters need to recognize, man.
Know that.
Definitely.
So, also lead the fans, you know what I'm saying, with your links, future shows, things you got coming out. You know, bless them with that so they can know, and they can know what's going on with you.
Yeah. The YouTube is uplifting our game. The Twitter is Dave at Dave UOG. Instagram Dave_UOG. Letters UOG. SoundCloud is Dave UOG. And that's about it. That's about it. Yeah. Oh, how could I forget? The mixtape. Right now the mixtape is on thatpimp.com behind schedule. We just dropped that February 14th this year. So yeah, and look out for more. You know, look out for more.
And we definitely appreciate you coming here
No
and
doubt,
sharing
King
that
Swamp.
knowledge. You know it.
No doubt.
And we would love to have you back. And this is King Scorp here with Dave UOG.
Right.
And we out of here, man. So y'all keep in tune. Check out the site. You know what I'm saying? KingsAcesMagazine.com. And you see all you need to see on Dave UOG. Check out some of his tracks up there. 3 tracks up there. You know what I'm saying? Supporting that movement he's doing right now. So we catch up with y'all, man. We out.